All right. So, a homeowner in Southwest Philly um, basically shot a man who was trying to steal his car, or probably parts from his car. Like the catalytic converter, or muffler, or some shit. So now the three who obviously were at this homeowner's car literally tried to flee in a gray Honda Accord, but yet ended up getting crashing into the side of a school bus over in Radnor Township, um, and right after they got shot. Um, the victim of the shooting victim's name is Victor Satario Natividad, who was 51 years old, and apparently Natividad's relatives and friends are crying a foul, saying that they didn't have to kill the guy and this, that, and the third. I mean, but they were saying it. They were saying they didn't have to come. That the homeowner didn't have to come out and shoot him. It was the car, and all they had to do is just call the cops. Now, I will also set the record straight. The homeowner who shot Natividad, um, basically is a licensed um, gun owner. So literally, he was allowed to. Literally, he literally, in my humble opinion, I stand with with the per, the the person. Now, Oliver Neal, who happened to be a 60-year-old grandfather, and Neal was not charged. But I love it how liberals and leftists are literally saying that the homeowner did not need to shoot the victim. They're literally saying this crap like um, that he could have dialed 911. Now, I'm going to say this right here. Dialing 911 was not logical. Would not be a logical task um, when your property or livelihood would be at stake. But, the same ones who said that they didn't have to shoot, that the homeowner did not have to shoot or kill the guy, or kill the piece of crap criminal, it's the same individuals who are out there, talking about defunding the police and this, that, and the third. I mean, let me say this right here. Car thefts and, catalytic converter thefts have been on the rise for quite a while. Even prior to uh, Brandon being in office. But at the same time, it's like this: when your property or livelihood is at stake, this is how I feel. Dialing 911 ain't going to be the best cause. And here's and let's go on record and say this: the cops can barely enforce the laws as is. So at some point, law-abiding citizens like you or I would probably need to take matters into their own hands. And with that being said, I know there's going to be a lot of backlash from the leftists that's going to attack this video. Well, if you're a woke piece of shit leftist, that wants to comment on it, you can go piss off somewhere and eat dirt. Because you would support the dead piece of crap criminal. And let me say this: the piece of crap criminal who happens to be dead, if he was alive right now, he probably would be locked up for quite a good time. But I don't know. I digress. Especially now, we live in a time where, thanks to our, we live in a time where, thanks to leftist cities, especially over in Philly, which is a leftist run hellhole, to be honest. Leftist run cities was the one who called themselves defunding the police, let alone having, crime rates being skyrocketed up the roof. And yet, there's, so I applaud Mr. Neal for standing up for his right to defend his property and livelihood. And being a I and I also applaud Mr. Neal that he is not going to get charged. And in fact, he shouldn't be charged for that reason. Because at some point you're going to have to defend your property and livelihood. But then again, you're going to have these leftist run media outlets that may be talking about this story and try to spin it, but I hope to God they don't. But this is all I gotta say right here. The article is going to be in the description. What are your thoughts and comments on this? I'm Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Thunder. I'm out.